Hi, it was good to have some time away with family off for vacation. It's also good to be home and to return being with you all again. One of the devotions in the book By Faith Alone from Luther's writings from the time I was away that I wanted to share with you is from July 16th, and it's based on Isaiah 37:14 and 15. Here's how that reads. Hezekiah received the letter from the hand of the messengers and read it. And Hezekiah went up to the house of the Lord and spread it before the Lord, and Hezekiah prayed to the Lord. About this, Luther writes, this chapter of Isaiah contains an interesting story about King Hezekiah. The Assyrians were attacking Jerusalem with a large army and beginning to overpower it. The situation looked hopeless. King Sennacherib ridiculed Hezekiah mercilessly. Sennacherib made fun of Hezekiah's misfortune, and by writing him a letter filled with insults about God in order to make the devout king lose all hope. Instead of losing hope, Hezekiah went into the temple, spread out the letter in front of God, bowed down with his face touching the ground, and prayed a heartfelt prayer. Learning to pray when there's an emergency or when something is frightening us requires a lot of discipline. Instead of prayer, we tend to torture ourselves with anxiety and worry. All we can think about is trying to get rid of the problem. The devil often tricks us when temptation or suffering first begins, whether dealing with spiritual or physical matters. He immediately barges in and makes us so upset about the problem that we become consumed by it. In this way, he tears us away from praying. He makes us so confused that we don't even give thought to praying. When we finally begin to pray, we have already tortured ourselves half to death. The devil knows what prayer can accomplish. That's why he creates so many obstacles and makes it so inconvenient for us that we never get around to prayer. On the basis of this story in Isaiah, you should get into the habit of falling on your knees and spreading out your needs in front of God the moment you have an emergency or become frightened. Prayer is the very best medicine there is. It always works and never fails if you would just use it. So says Luther. And I would add that we would do well to form the habit of laying all of our days and all of our needs before God in prayer, so that when we are confronted with the unexpected, our first response is not panic or confusion, but prayer. God's peace be with you. Goodbye.